All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're looking at a fascinating analysis that completely flips how we view the evolution of healing. We usually think of medical history as this relentless, straight march forward, right? Just leaving all those old, outdated ideas in the dust. But the concept we're unpacking today suggests something entirely different. And honestly, it is a whole lot more profound. The crucial takeaway right off the bat is that modern medicine is not a straight line of progress that just rejects the past. No, it's actually an upward spiral. It continually loops back around to ancient intuitive wisdom, but this time it's armed with hard, irrefutable scientific proof. It's like we're circling back to exactly where we started, but from a much, much higher vantage point. Now, think about this massive number, 50 billion. That is the actual number of cells your body's instinctive healing system replaces every single day. And the craziest part? It happens without you even noticing. Long before we had doctors, pharmacies, or, robotic surgery, there was what's called instinctive medicine. You don't have to consciously think about it. Your body is just this brilliant machine that intuitively knows exactly what to do. And honestly, it gets even crazier. Every single cell in your body naturally repairs roughly 10,000 instances of DNA damage daily. 10,000! This incredibly automated self-healing was the literal foundation of the earliest stage of medicine. Early humans obviously didn't understand the cellular mechanics, but they instinctively knew that rest and natural nutrition allowed the body to just do its job. So as humanity progressed into what we call the philosophical stage of medicine, heavyweights like Hippocrates came along and made a truly radical claim. He said that disease is not more divine than the rest, but has a natural cause. This was a total game changer. Instead of blaming illnesses on angry gods, these early physicians started focusing on the harmony of the whole person within their natural environment. It was all about observing natural balance. Part 1, dismantling the body. Let's see how we shifted into an entirely new era where we started zooming in incredibly close, literally cutting the human form down to its absolute smallest parts to figure out exactly what was broken. Flash forward to 1543, and Andreas Vesalius boldly steps up and says, "I saw it with my own eyes." This exact moment really marks the birth of experimental medicine. Vesalius wasn't just blindly reading ancient texts anymore. He was actually dissecting bodies. Suddenly, the ultimate truth shifted from philosophical ideas to visible, physical evidence and hard data. Medicine became something you could actually physically prove. From there, we saw this rapid, relentless progression in structural medicine. Our instruments finally allowed us to pierce the skin and dive deep into the microscopic universe of the body. Think about it. We went from X-rays revealing bones in 1895 to CT scans and MRIs, all the way down to cryo-EM capturing atomic proteins. And today, we're using AI imaging to see patterns totally invisible to the human eye. Our vision just became incredibly hyper-focused. By literally dismantling the body layer by layer, structural medicine created these miraculous, hyper-specialized fields. We went from studying organs for surgery, down to cells for pathology, even deeper into molecules for targeted genetics, and right now, we're even exploring the quantum level of vibration and energy. We gained this superhuman ability to pinpoint and treat the exact broken part of our biological machine. Part 2, the structural medicine dilemma. Here is where the narrative takes a really sharp turn. Because while all this hyper-specialization gave us laser focus and saved countless lives, it inevitably created massive blind spots in how we actually treat patients. This brings us to a huge core issue, the concept of the map versus the territory. We mapped the genes in the cells absolutely perfectly. But here's the catch. A biological map is not the actual living territory of a human being. A human being is far messier. We come complete with fears, relationships, and incredibly complex social contexts. So it raises a question we should all pause and ask ourselves. When we zoom all the way down into the genes, where did the whole person go? Because as we divided our hospitals into narrower and narrower specialties, the heart doctor, the lung doctor, the gene specialist, we kind of lost sight of the holistic human being that ancient medicine used to treat. We got really good at fixing the parts, but sometimes we completely forgot the patient. Part 3, return of integrative medicine. Now, we're zooming back out to the macro level, where the spiral of medical history completes its loop. We're taking all that incredible microdata and using it to look at the big picture once again. Think about the stark contrast here.
On one side, we have the ancient concepts of yin-yang and qi, these holistic philosophies of natural balance. But on the other side, we have modern network medicine and homeostasis. And what's absolutely amazing here is that we are now using advanced mathematical and biological data to scientifically prove the exact same holistic concepts of balance that ancient philosophers intuited thousands of years ago. How cool is that?
So the really crucial point to understand is that integrative medicine isn't rejecting science or going back to the dark ages. Not at all. It's using hard molecular evidence. Take the NEI axis, for example, the neuroendocrine immune axis. This is a hardwired physical molecular network proving that your psychological state, your stress levels, and your emotions directly alter your immune function and physical health. The mind and body are fundamentally, biologically connected, and now we actually have the receipts to prove it.
Part 4. Cancer treatment as a mirror. To truly ground this abstract concept, let's look at the profoundly complex challenge of treating cancer, because this is where integrative medicine really shows its true power.
Integrative medicine tackles cancer by layering 5 specific dimensions. It is not just one isolated treatment anymore. It obviously starts with mainstream surgery or chemo, but then it adds alternative therapies like acupuncture for pain management, crucial lifestyle changes in diet and exercise, psychosocial support from family, and spiritual care to help the patient find meaning. It's literally combining the aggressive destruction of the tumor with the active rebuilding of the patient's entire life.
Now, this next data point is absolutely staggering. The evidence shows that utilizing these integrated interventions, actually combining the medical, psychological, and social dimensions, can improve the 5-year survival rate of breast cancer by up to 3 times. 3 times! That right there is the undeniable, scientifically proven power of treating the whole person, not just the disease.
Part 5. Seeing the whole person again. This brings us to the final revelation of our explainer. Modern medicine is finally learning to look past the isolated disease and actually see the highly unique, complex individual sitting right there in the exam room. We are now entering this incredible era that combines mind-blowing technologies for holistic care. We've got precision medicine targeting exact genetic mutations. We have individualized medicine tailoring treatments to a patient's unique psychology and social background. And then there's digital medicine, using AI and digital twins to continuously monitor a patient's health in real time. We are basically extending holistic care right into the digital realm. But true integrative care isn't just about different types of treatments. It also spans across time. We aren't just fighting the disease in the moment with therapeutic medicine anymore. We're deeply focused on preventative medicine before the disease even has a chance to start, and rehabilitative medicine to help the patient completely rebuild their life afterward. It is a continuous, supportive cycle.
Yet there's something really beautiful to note from our source material here. At the absolute edge of all our technological limits, way past the MRIs, the AI, and the gene editing, the most profound medical intervention is actually incredibly simple. It's just a person sitting authentically before a patient, looking them in the eyes and saying, "I am here, you are not alone."
It leaves us with this incredible thought to ponder as we wrap up this explainer. In an era of AI, digital twins, and quantum medicine, is the most powerful healing tool still human connection? Because no matter how far our technology spirals upward, it really seems like the true core of healing will always bring us right back to our shared humanity. Think about that for a minute. Thanks so much for exploring this with me today.